Alright, Gnome, I think I'm ready.
Ready? Here we go. Presenting the hero of the land, the savior of the queen, the hope giver to the hopeless.
It's a bit much.
The champion, CLR.
Thank you, Gnome. That wasn't necessary, but I appreciate it. Hello! It is I, CLRgaming, the champion that saved the queen. I have been given the task to train you, the noobs, the up-and-coming vanguards. Well, I got news for you. Training is going to be tough. It's going to be hard. It's going to be long. I think pacing like this is what they do.
Oh, okay.
You're going to be crying to your mother. You're going to want to go home. But you all are a bunch of maggots. Oh, real cute, both of you. This guy hasn't spoken the whole time he's been here, and now you laugh. What?
Did you just say maggots?
Yeah, maggots. I'm gonna train you, you bunch of maggots.
What? Where did that come from? Where did that even come from?
I think I saw it in a movie once.
You can't be calling the new vanguards maggots, CLR.
What? That's what the guy did in the movie.
We're not in a movie. This is real life.
Yes, of course it is. Gnome, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Isn't that apparent?
Apparently.
They put me in charge of training the noobs. I feel like this is a demotion. I am a champion. I saved the queen, for crying out loud.
CLR, this is a huge responsibility. They've entrusted you to train the up-and-coming vanguards. That's not a demotion. If anything, that's a lot of responsibility.
I know, and I'm stressing out about it, Gnome. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I feel like I just kind of faked it till I made it, and somehow I found the elixir of life.
Can I give you some advice?
Of course.
You know, being your partner and everything.
Yes, of course.
Be yourself, CLR. Stop trying to put on a show, and stop trying to be what you think they want you to be. And just be you. That's what got you here in the first place, right? So don't overthink it. Be genuine. You teach them, and they'll teach you. It's a give and take, CLR. You know this.
Oh, man. When you're right, you're right.
I know, and I'm right.
You're right. I'm just gonna do what I do. CLR style, right? There's no handbook for this. Because, I mean, look at them. They're so new. Look how green they are.
Okay, maybe don't do the jokes. Maybe keep the jokes out of it. You know, gotta be professional.
What's up with this new guy?
The king thought it would be a good idea if you had your own personal merchant.
Yeah, but he's not talking or nothing.
Well, it's out of respect, CLR. You're the champion. He doesn't want to talk in front of you.
You can talk in front of me. I give you permission. You're talking in front of me.
Yeah, but I am the champion's assistant butler. Of course I can talk. We're basically equals.
Oh, is that what's going on here?
Plus, you haven't given him a name.
A name? I can't just be giving them names, Gnome. I'm sure he has his own name. That's disrespectful.
You gave me a name in like 2 seconds.
Yeah, but Gnome just fit, you know? I mean, I guess I could try naming him the same name I did your mother-in-law before I knew she was your mother-in-law.
Oh yeah? What's that?
Nomer. Get it? Nomer? Like Homer? Like no?
Oh my, that is the worst. I like it.
What? You see, he likes it. You like it, Nomer? Nomer? No. See, his name's Nomer. Hope you two have fun. I gotta go. Tomorrow's a big day. Gotta train the new ones. I'm nervous. They're telling me I can't have any of my stuff, Gnome. I have to go back to the bare bones and be out in the trenches with them. No weapons, no birds, no nothing. I don't know if I can survive like that anymore. I'm so spoiled up here in my tree, you know?
Oh yeah, I'm sure I'll come back to you.
Uh-huh. All right, well, Nomer, I don't think there's anything I want to buy from you right now.
I've been appointed by the king as your personal merchant.
I see that. What are you selling? Yeah, I'm not interested. I mean, you could go home if you want. Gnome, take him home.
I can't. He's supposed to be here on guard.
Oh, God. Now there's 2 of them. I thought the maggots line was pretty good. All right, break. Hey everyone, this is CLRgaming. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. It's good to have you guys. And welcome to a brand new episode of the Smalland Season 2, calling it the Noobs Helping Noobs season, where we are going to start all over from scratch. Oh boy, are you ready? We're going to do kind of like a training. We're going to go through it. A lot of things have changed since I started this game almost a year ago. I have heard the beginning is different, so we will go through that, and I'm going to show you how you can go from that to this, into the best gear. Actually, the armor that I have on is pyrite armor. There's armor better than this, the scorpion one that I've put on in previous episodes. And then my wings, my crown, I believe that's what they called it, Tyrant's crown, bird, how you can get all this stuff by starting all over again. And I'm a bit nervous. I haven't played without all the finer things in life in a hot minute, so we will see how rusty your girl is. Thinking about increasing the difficulty for this playthrough, maybe making the enemies a little harder. I will probably try the drop on death again. I had removed it where you drop all your items when you die because there was a glitch where I lost all my items one time, but I'll give it another chance. And if I do put tougher difficulty, I will include it in the video. But without further ado, let's get out of all this fancy gear and go back to the humble beginnings. Once so very long ago. All right, here we are. Wow, it is different. In the last one, you started underground and you emerged up into this new land, and there was a very important dad joke you had to make about rock hard abs. Sentinel Virgil. Hello, Virgil. Let me just zoom in on those rock hard abs, if you know what I mean. No, you've heard that one. Uh-huh. Well, what is this? They've really gone all out. Hello, Hildred. Hildred, is this part of the training? I don't remember going over this. You're doing a great job. It looks real.
Well, that was unpleasant.
Yeah, I would say so. What was that thing attacking us?
A hornet, I think. Though I've never seen one so aggressive.
Are you injured?
No, that large foreign object sticking out of my thighs. Usually there. I'll be fine, rookie. I just need to rest for a while.
You sure? You need some tweezers? Some pliers, maybe? All right, well, is there anything I can do?
I fear with injuries like these, I'm not going anywhere for a while. You'll have to make a report to Captain Hearn in my stead.
Understood. Is the captain still in the burrows?
He must be in the overland by now, but he's probably set up camp outside the burrow entrance. You'll have to make your way northwest from here, following the river.
Alrighty, I'll set out immediately.
Hold on just a minute, rookie. It's a long trek back to the burrow entrance, and you're not going to get far without some preparation. If you want to survive on your own out here, you'll need to understand the basics of resource gathering, food preparation, and setting up an encampment.
Alright, so it's going through quite the tutorial. Where can I find resources?
The overland is ripe with resources. If you know where to look, you'll need to know how to exploit them if you're to manage out here. Some resources you can simply gather by hand, but most need to be harvested with a tool. To use your antenna sense, press,
and I've changed mine to left out.
This will highlight resources such as fiber and wood.
Alright, I'll return when I've gathered resources. Thanks. Look at that. He took a stinger to the knee. It's a shame. Alright, wow. What a completely new introduction. Yes, before... Oh, and look at that. Oh, I forget how big the map is when you're stuck to the ground. So, yeah, in the old version that I did, you would emerge from the burrows and Hearn was right out there at the entrance. You really didn't see much of the world until afterwards. So this is awesome. So you see what I'm doing here? All this is fiber, very important. Just E to gather. Hold it down. Oh, this area is awesome. I like how they put that you were on like a mission with him. There we go. And that's how you unlock things. Oh, Lord, that ladybug. Calm down, ma'am. Or sir. This is how you unlock things for the most part. You collect resources or you build an item and it unlocks other things. I know people get frustrated saying this thing hasn't unlocked, and it's probably because you haven't done something to unlock it, so keep trying. Oh, and you start off with a club, some bandage, and some food. And then when I started, there was not experience levels, so it'll be interesting to see how we level up with that and where we should put our points. We also didn't start with full health either. Let us eat since we are hungry. This here is resin. These are the three materials, the fiber, the wood, and the resin, that are going to be very important. These are your core materials, and these... Ooh, we got some combat people. There is rolling and there is blocking, and if you properly time your block, you can parry. And parry is very important. I'm not the greatest at it, but it'll keep you from taking a lot of damage. Did you see that, ladybug? I still got it, even with this club. So what I was saying is these three items, the resin, the wood, and the fiber, is something that I keep on my person at all times. Even late game, always have a builder's hammer on you as well. What did we unlock? Campfire, workbench, simple bed, and simple chest. It's all coming back. Now that we have a builder's hammer, you can do a lot of things. All those things that we unlocked, the campfire, the simple bed, you see how they all use the basic ingredients, fiber and wood. But what I usually like, and did we unlock it, is the workbench. We need a little bit more wood. You always want to have the materials on your person to make this workbench, because especially early game, it's going to help you repair your items for free. And I'll show you what I mean here in a minute. So, wow, it's starting you out in this area, which, aren't there frogs here? This game is gorgeous, people. So this is like your first look into the world of Smalland. I don't know, there was something beautiful about seeing the owl when you first emerged out of the burrow. I mean, this view is beautiful, but I don't know, I think I liked the other entrance a little more. What do you guys think? Wow. You think about emerging out of that burrow and then just looking onto the lands. Even though this is beautiful, I'm just worried that there's a frog. Oh my goodness, sir. Be sure to roll. See, I did block, but I didn't time it right. There we go, that's a parry. And that'll stun your enemy for a little bit. I don't remember that being a thing when I started playing. So yeah, if you can do that, and then rolling away to avoid damage is important. Just keep an eye on your stamina. So now we have the necessary items to make a workbench, and you see how that unlocked the stone cutter. So I always have the workbench because you can hit repair here, and whatever has taken damage will be free as long as you catch it early. So if you don't catch those items early enough, you're going to need resources to repair them, and it's just easier to avoid that. So let's make a hatchet, let's make a wood sword. I prefer the sword. Hit C to dismantle and you get all your materials back. You want to be mindful of what your weapons do. So the sword does edge damage, 3 to 4, and then your club does blunt damage. And remember that antenna sense they were talking about, which mine is out? You want to look at the enemies that you're fighting and hit that button and see what they're weak to. It seems like a very dangerous area. I don't think we can... Yeah, you see this cattail? I cannot harvest it because I don't have the flint hatch. I only have a wood hatchet, which is hot garbage. Okay, so did I need to go talk to him again? Let me check on him, make sure he's not bleeding out. Oh, there's an owl effigy. Inside the burrow when you started last time, it was full of these, and they give you hints or tips or tricks. Stay away from deep water. Small folk can't swim. Upon death, you will respawn at your activated bed or spawn location. A tombstone will appear where you died. You must travel back to it to reclaim your inventory. Okay, so no swimming for us. We know that, don't we? Sky! Sky! Right. Oh, just don't drown in the fountain. That would be dumb. Do you think they'll add swimming to this game? I've managed to gather some resources.
Good work, rookie. What do you want to learn about?
How can I tend to my injuries?
Wow, with some fiber you can craft a simple bandage and work at the workbench.
Guys, this is great information. Take the time to go through this. How can I build myself an encampment? You'll need a builder's hammer. They've done a great job with this. Anything not covered by a roof could deteriorate over time, and you also won't be sheltered from storms. When you're done, put down a bed and a workbench in your new encampment. It goes through what are foundations, why do I need a bed? Bed is where you'll respawn, get some rest. Tells you what the workbench is for. Wow, this tutorial is a lot better than when we first started. Where can I find food? There are some edible berries up here, but for the most part you'll need to prepare your food. And here it tells you how to block and how to dodge. Wow, this guy is a wealth of knowledge. If you are just starting out, take the time to go through it and read each and every one of those. A lot of what he said is what I've already told you. And that's it. That is like the tutorial for him. Interesting. Very interesting. Completely different than what it was before, and I like it. So now let's make our way to Hearn. And let's see if we can do that without dying. Huh? And look at that. There's frogs right there. This part of the map I didn't visit too much, but the mushroom area is became one of my favorites, especially at nighttime. So I'm glad you get to go through that if that is the way it's taking us. Press M to see your map. Yep. And the map is unknown to you until you travel it, of course. Fog War. Do not even barely look at that frog, people. Just keep on moving. Don't even look him in the eye too long. You're nowhere near ready to take on such a creature. So they've set out these owls this way. So just kind of follow the owls to victory. Let's see what this one has to say. When you examine an owl effigy, it reveals useful pieces of advice. It's kind of like a stationary CLR. Press tab to open your inventory and select the compendium section to see all the hints and tips that the owls have given you. So hit tab, up here is your compendium, and it'll just go through everything that you have learned in case you're like me and you forget things in 2 seconds. So that's a good place to find it. Ladybugs are harmless, and there's actually like a backpack you can put on them and they will carry your stuff around. I never did that in the last playthrough. Maybe I'll do it in this one. Let me see, where is Hearn? And then yes, it's taking us through this mushroom area, which is just beautiful at night. These glow blue and are just gorgeous. Look at that. There's another owl here. There are 5 distinct weapon types: blunt, edge, piercing, poison, and fire. Pay attention to the icon next to their health bar, which determines which weapon type will be more effective. Right. That's what I was telling you earlier. If I can remember, I'll focus on an ant and I'll show you how to do it. You know, the flying is great when you can unlock your bird, but you lose this right here. This feeling of just being so small, this immersion feeling, and I forgot what it was like. It truly is a beautiful game, guys. You know it's a beautiful game when you can fall back in love with it again, and that's what's happening right now. I'm so excited. Equipment deteriorates, yeah, so repair it. So that one was talking about repairing, kind of like what I said, so that's a good reminder to do it every so often. And you see it's not taking any materials to repair that. Dismantle and get all your stuff back. Oh boy, we're getting into bees. Bees are a little tougher. Pierce damage. They're resistant to poison. I didn't make a spear, so and the thing with the bees, there we go, nice little block there, is they will hunt in a group. So if there's multiple bees around, they will all attack you, so be careful. Oh god! Ah! I'm gonna die! There we go. I don't want to die because I have not put out a bed. Doing a bee this early is nuts. Die. Well, who decided bees were a good idea to put right at the beginning? No one told me that in the training manual. You do keep your armor and the weapon that you have on you. That's interesting. Well, let's do the walk of shame and go get our stuff. Son of a... We're almost back to the scene of the crime. I'm glad I showed you how to die because I'm not going to do it anymore. That's just training so that you can see what happens and what a gravestone looks like, since we're never going to see the... Oh, you're still here. Oh, don't die again. I'm gonna die again. This flippin' bee. Get away from me. Nope. He's right there. You're a real jerkhole. I don't have any bandages or food or nothing. Go away. I don't have time to read the effigy. I gotta go. Now there... Did he forget about me? There's a lot of things I could have done differently there. But of course the series it's not expert helping noobs. It's called Noob Helping Noobs for a reason. Could have made some bandages before all that fiasco. It could have blocked better. You have to make bandages in the workbench though. It's not something you can just craft on the person. There's only a few things you can craft. A torch is one of them. The hatchet, wooden club, and hammer. That's all you can craft on your person. Everything else needs the workbench. So I couldn't just make a bandage there on the spot. So, do a few bandages before you continue on this trail of death. What kind of tutorial is this? Armor provides... Yeah, I have no armor right now. I'm in my pajamas. Temperature will generally drop at night. Build a bed to set a spawn point. Yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. I'm hoping to get to Hearn before night, but you know, who knows at this point. Quite the adventure to get to Hearn, isn't it? What useful information? Make sure to eat and drink regularly. There's no drinking. You can eat food raw or prepare it. There's no drinking yet. I wonder if that's something they have in the works. That would be cool. Another survival aspect. Oh, great. What are ants? Oh, God. Edge damage does better with an ant. Okay, all the ants. Maybe putting the difficulty setting higher was a bad idea. Maybe I should not have done that. Holy crap, is it a mission to get to Hearn, isn't it? Well, night is about to fall, and I wanted to show you guys... I did not... is that a spider? What the flip is up with this? Why is there a spider at the entrance? I wanted to show you these great trees, right? Because I did not know about this when I first started playing. And I made my base, my very first base on the ground, and I'm still not sure what I want to do as far as bases go. But if you see one of these great trees, I would recommend going to it and climbing. You have to climb your very first tree. Ooh, Lord, get away from me. Everything. I forget everything hates you and wants to eat you, and you're so weak and fragile. Good grief. So, find a great tree. It's one that's very big and has all these mushrooms. You talk with your gnome. It says, I want to claim this tree. It says, you do not have a tree encampment yet. You must climb to the top. So the very first one you do, you have to climb all the way to the top. And then after that, you can get to other ones without having to climb. I would recommend doing this maybe on your first night like I'm going to do. It'll provide a safe place for you to live. Let me try and get up here. Oh, boy. Your gnome!
You're doing it, huh?
I did it, your gnome. Whew. I want to claim this tree. There we go. We did it. So why do you want to claim a tree? There's a few different reasons. Once you've made that crazy climb all the way to the top, the view is just, I mean, nothing beats the view. The view is gorgeous. I mean, look at those clouds, people. There's a few other reasons. Once you've climbed up one tree, you never have to do that again. And then any other great tree that you find in the world, I forget how many there are, at least 5 or 6, you can go to and claim them. Now, when you claim them, anything you build here will be teleported, taken to that new tree. Everything. Your house, your chest with all your materials, everything. So the trees are kind of dotted out throughout the map. So if you're in Spiderland, for instance, you move to the tree that's closer to Spiderland, all your stuff will go there. If you build down on ground level, creatures can attack it, and then you'll have to make the same workbenches, crafting items in each place you move to on the ground. Up here, you don't have to worry about that, and up here, nothing will attack it. You are safe from enemies, so that's another good reason to do this. And let's see if your girl has enough materials to even just do the simplest of simple. Now I wanted to show you I'm repairing my items, but I let my sword deteriorate too much. So now you see that it's going to take fiber and wood to repair it. And if you don't have those materials on you, then of course you can't repair your items. And as your weapons and tools get more expensive, this can get quite expensive. So you see why you want to always be putting down a workbench and repairing as you go. And there we are, back to humble beginnings. And it was flawless. A flawless day. Nothing bad happened. Alright, well, I think that's gonna do it for this one, guys. In the next episode, we're gonna make our way to Hearn. I think we are fairly close to him. See what task he has to give us. And our goal will be to get some better armor. My goal is to be practicing to parry, practicing to combat better, and making bandages throughout the night. That's what I'm gonna do. I hope you all are excited for this season 2 of our Smalland series. If there's any questions, if there's anything you want me to go over in videos, this is your time. Please let me know. I read all my comments. I will look at it and I will try to answer your questions, not only in the comment section, but also in the videos, because if you have the question, I'm sure some others have that same question too. Alright, but that's gonna do it for this one, guys. I appreciate y'all watching. You have a good one. Stay safe. And until the next time, bye. Oh boy. Alright, your gnome. I'm ready. Take me home.
You are home, you silly.
Oh, you got jokes. I'm talking about my real house. I'm ready to go home.
Oh, boy. Didn't they tell you?
Tell me what?
You're not allowed to go back home.
What are you talking about? I need to go see Skybird, my animals, my armor, my...
Yeah, they thought it would be better if you started over like the new vanguards. Don't worry, all your stuff is taken care of. All your animals are cared for. I got them, CLR. You just can't go back to your house. You stay here until the training's done. CLR? CLR? I thought you knew that.
I hate this, Journal.
You're doing great.